Hi there. The purpose of this video is to show you the correct way to change the resolution of your PowerPoint slides to anything you want. So, a few days back, I wanted to create a presentation on PowerPoint. Let's pretend this is the actual one. But whenever I try to save it as a picture, PNG, I end up with a resolution of 720p/96 dpi resolution. So let's see. This is the actual presentation / picture I want to produce as a PNG. Let's go to File, then Save As, then Browse. Let's change to a PNG. It's better than JPEG, by the way. PNG, then save all slides. Okay, then go to the folder. Let's see here. This is the picture, and as you can see, it's a 720p resolution. I thought PowerPoint would default to a 1080p picture since that's my monitor resolution, but as you can see here, it's 720p. So I checked a few YouTube tutorials, but almost every one of these are basically a copy-paste of an old Microsoft article. Okay, so the article in question is entitled How to Export High Resolution High DPI Slides from PowerPoint. And the steps they are proposing here to solve the problem is to 1. Exit all Windows-based programs. You don't even have to do it. Number 2. Right-click Start and then select Run. Number 3. In the open box, type Edit, then select OK. So basically what you have to do is to keep pressing on the logo, the Windows logo on your keyboard, then press R one time. The result would be this window popping up. What you have to do then is to write Edit, then click OK. This window will pop up. Then the next step is to identify which office you're using. So for example, if you are using PowerPoint 2003, just copy this line and paste it here and then press enter. It will take you straight to the folder where the values of the said office are saved. If you have PowerPoint 2007, just select this line, paste it here, enter, and it will take you to the location. For my situation, I have PowerPoint 2016, so I copied this line, paste it here, enter, and it took me straight to the location. Then the next step, number 5, select the option subkey, point to the new on the edit menu, and then select dword 30-bit value. So what it is saying here is to right click, new, then select this one, dword 32-bit value, then enter. The next step is to enter export bitmap resolution. So the next step is to write this sentence here. As you can see, just write it as it is, or just copy paste it and hit enter. Okay, the next step, number 7, is to modify it and edit it. Okay, decimal. So what you have to do is to right click, modify, then choose decimal, and here you have to type a number, for example 300, as they said here. So why 300? As you can see here, every number decimal value equals to a preset of a resolution. For example, if you want the resolution of the picture to be 2000 by 1125, then you have to type 150 here. But if you want this resolution 4000 by 2250, then you have to type 300 here. The problem is that there is no equivalent of 1080p here. As you can see, all the resolutions, there is no equivalent of 1080p or 1440p. Anyways, let's follow along. Just type the 300 and hit OK. Now go back to your PowerPoint. Since we changed that value in the Reg edit, it's better to close and open PowerPoint again. So after reopening it, go back to your file and then try to save it as a picture. Save as, browse the location you want to save it at, and then choose PNG again. Change the name whatever you want, hit save. I will just save the first slide, so I will choose just this one. Go back to the location. Here is the picture, but as you can see, it's a 4000 by 2250, but what I want is a 1080p picture, which leads us to solution number 2. Now go back to your PowerPoint presentation, then go to File, Options, go to Advanced, then go to Image Size and Quality. In here, choose High Fidelity. Then hit OK. Now go back to the PowerPoint ribbon. This is the ribbon. If you can't see this, come here and click on this one. So go to Design, then Slide Size, then choose Custom Slide Size. From here you can see this pop-up window. Make sure it's in the landscape here, and let's see the width and the height of the slide. As you can see here, it says EN, which means inch. Maybe you are in Europe or Asia or Africa and you have centimeters here, so just don't panic. You can go to the control panels, then change the date, and from here you can click on this one, additional, and from here you see measurement system. I'm using the US system, that's why it says inch. If you are in Europe, you will be choosing the metric system. Either way, it doesn't matter what we are going to do here. For example, I want to choose a resolution of 1080p, so I have made this table for you. If you want to use a 1080p slide resolution, what you have to do is to paste these numbers. So if you are using centimeters, use these. If you are using inches, then use these. I'm using inches, so I will type 20 by 11.25. So let's go to Slide, Custom, move this window, then type here 20. Click here and select 7.5 or whatever you have there, and type 11.25. Then click elsewhere, hit OK. Now let's try to save it and see. Save as, browse, let's call it 1080p, then choose PNG, hit save, just one for the test. So as you can see, I guess we have a problem here, which is the resolution is not 1080p. I left it like this because you may have the same problem and you will be asking in the comments. So the solution to this is to go back to the registry editor and delete this value, because it's overwriting whatever we are doing in the slide size. So either right click and delete it if you don't want to use it anymore, or just right click and rename it to something else. Let's just put 0 here just to disable it. Now go back to the PowerPoint without even closing it. Make sure the resolution we have set is the same, 20 by 11.25. Then go back to save the picture and see if there is a difference. Now let's go to PNG. Let's call it just 000, just this one. Now when we see the picture we are outputting, it's actual 1080p. Let's go back to our table. So if you want a 1440p picture, type Ds, or if you are using centimeters, type Ds. Or if you want a 4K picture, type Ds or Ds. The max resolution that PowerPoint 2016 can output is 56 by 56 or 142.24 by 142.24, which means in pixels wise this number 5376 by 5376. So if you want, for example, to output a resolution higher than this, then you have to go back to the registry edit and edit the value here. This is why I left the registry opened. So let's, for example, say you want to output an 8K resolution. Then you have to go to the registry editor and put a number other than 300 here. So for the 8K resolution you have to put 576. For the 4K resolution you have to put 288. For a 1440p resolution you have to put 192, and for a 1080p resolution you have to put 144. So let's try an 8K resolution. So we're back in the registry editor. Remember to remove the 0 here to activate this value. Double click, then go to decimal and type the value that you want. Since we want to use an 8K resolution, 576, type 576 here, then hit OK. Go back to your presentation. Let's change it for the sake of variety. So this is a new presentation. Go to save as, browse, then whatever you want to save it. Let's put here 8K. Remember to use the PNG instead of JPEG. Hit save. We are just using the first slide, so we will select just this one as a test. Okay, it's been saved. So let's see, 8K 7680. Okay, so this is the same resolution as 8K, and for the 4K and 1440p and 1080p you just put these numbers and you will output the corresponding resolution. So let's see the picture. For example, this is an 8K picture, so when you zoom in, it seems to be crisp. You don't have to zoom all the way in, of course. So basically this is how you change the resolution from the slide size and from the registry editor. One last thing, when you go to the slide size, custom slide, if you want to put pixels here instead of centimeters or inches, just type, let's say 1920 and then put px like in pixels, and click on the next value, which is height, and it will output automatically to the corresponding measurement. For example, you want the 1440p, type here, or let's say the 4K, type here 3840, then px. It should output 40 here, right? So let's see, 40. Okay, and that's it. Just put the corresponding numbers in pixels and hit OK, and when you save, it will be as you want it to be. Just remember, if you want to use the slide size, you have to delete or disable this. And if you want to use a resolution higher than what the slide size offers, which is 56, as you can see, you can't go higher. You can go lower, but you can't go higher. If you want a higher resolution, then you are forced to use this value. That's why it's better to put a 0 here in case you want to go back to this one. So that's it. Thanks for watching.